news portal bia stories I would do in our call be near kind and so ever so and active TV official and so Insta and so quiet but hobo is a plaster no the bohuse meter okwa benyaye ye ninkita hudi ahodo 0503236735 for WhatsApp and text messages no etumi ebra. Now every Monday no ba so many promises are this current administration from 7th January ebesi ene promises ahodo aba even before 2016 elections ekwano na yade anana de danko Akufo-Addo Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia any penifo ahodo bebre wo NPP amayokonim no mo de promises bebre ebesi she Ghana fo bo bebre e ma Ghana fo nya ahotoso se na yenim se promises ene sa abosha ahodo bebre no e fa na ya torosem efana ye nada efana ye nkontomposem ni nyina no eye tumia na na danko Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ene NPP amayokonu no mo pa die nti ene o mo di nkontompo ene nambra masem atro ne nada asem sa ebe dada Ghana for sa. I'm saying this because we shall promises ahodo o mo de ba ye nyina besi ena we ye Ghana ni nya fe ne ebe ka cho so maye anase o mo nyeye we ye Ghana ni A1 o district awo otawa awo assembly kura awo municipal kura awo kura ufim region kura awo oti hono mwa unim se eniema ekoso wa minti hobi una unim de ekoso se eniema nkoso wa minti hobi una unim de enkoso eniti media ne say the due information the necessary information 1992 constitution ma me ho ekwan se me famre no me de bebreo na mama aban so ehu say the same 1992 constitution na ema aban mutumi article 71 ema mutumi saka sika hodo eno de ye adwuma no the same constitution na ema mutumi say information ahodo ina I should give to the public the same constitution na ema mutumi say I should make sure say government is responsible aban ni ema wonye meka aban ni ema woye beka anything no eya na eya say the last time we be say o de da bia won ka de ye ewa aban ne ho de enye nkwa na o ka wa aban ne ho. The truth of the matter is this saban si school da ya enye force say e bona baso say aban ye project a enye force say e bona baso enye force wa mo aban ya baso we bo aban ya baso the job must be done enti eney saban ko si school dan aban ko yewe aban ko enye force men ka say me e bona baso what I'm saying enye force so bebo aban ya baso because eya aban ya djuma eya nse e de ma aban ne say obe make sure say akwan papa wo ho obe make sure say school dan wo ho obe make sure say proper health care obe make sure say bibia ya djuma wo man nim enu nti e na we ya aban na wuntumi a enye force tenase ko pe oba bitina na emo mo base ento abamawo na wo base o man ni taxes o man ni sika o man ni nyama nyina yemfa nse wonsa na efa bu o man ni dia eye force se umpo niema bi o ha obeye enye force matima mu force wo ya de bebo waba so eni ba bia because sa niema ni na ya ban adwuma ni tuni eto aba eni tuni taxes eni tuni ska wo ho se wo ba be school dan be share the welfare of Ghanaians etuba na ya sa niema we nyina na ekoya ye pa ebe kasa aban ya de ye pa ebe kasa wo nya de eye soma ne asoma se koye adwuma na wa na ado ho aba se adwuma no so betumi aye we kodi ma aban bia regardless of the political party our NDC NPP PNC PPP CPP e kodi ma aban bi obeba be di ade bia eye force say we make sure say eniema be koye mo e wo mani but enye force say citizens e be bo aba so aya ade do nipa ya ade a wo sa yi entinu mo ya o ma ya ade but de enya ne de area no de forget because ye tue sika no I had to say there o papa go school na o go school no mo tro exams wa pass it na o be fi house tintina o papa mo waba so da bi once I hear your school fees o papa do akọ school o tue school fees o to aduane ma o die to atade ma o hye ne de e must say o pass it into pass ni kwa say bo waba so na emu ya na fe na efe enti eno de mo adwen ko bebi na emu say o papa tue school fees ma o de wu hie nyina na one pass exams de a eno ne de wo bi ka because your person pass exams until you provide on your maybe here your person o man ni koye enti na sika hodo eto ahodo enema aban hia ne nsa eka enti so man ni koye a eno de aban should be ready for criticism You be criticize aban because we are citizens and aban no na na de dan kwaku for de ne ba umia no mo maka omo no afuo wo ba bia no omo de afuo no omo do ni sika e be university wo man nim e de abe wo man ni e yo man ni sika enti se nkoyi a misika wo musika wo e wo se ma omo hu se no enema na ekoya amodo wo man ne fa so ne nkoyi. We have every right as citizens to criticize government to make sure say aban be the right thing. Nemo aban the right thing de enye force se bo na ba so enti ne ya so na koduru ho no. As simple as ABC. Take it or leave it. That is the fact. We nya adwenkyere. Now, promises bebre and free about me kwachire kra from 2015. Na na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo ni NPP aban a promise ya be see enne. Some promises, you know, the truth of the matter is not even half of it and aban yetumi aye. Aban promises or de ba ye nyina. O kan nyina boma ontumi nyemu 40%. And every Monday, one district, one factory, one village, one dam, one constituency, 1 million. You promising the you move 50%. And yes, factories, you know, Sanya Manamukai, Omunyebu, or Mayebi. The reality, the point is that Omunyemu even 40%. So you can count the number of factories original one, or the number of factories are yebi. You can count the number of districts region and the number of factories are being this region who about 5 districts and a region now say aban say oba in the time no every district be arena one factory. Now say at the end of it no aban out of the 5 regions no aban you move back up e chese wa fail because aban na make catch say aban catch say and you many be one okay. One district, one factory. Me share ni muse metumi ayebie. But abani seti emphatically say me ba one district, one factory. No cases so say then we are expecting the government to do as such. Say the okan no onye ne sa. But ebi me say oh so wayebi so wayebi. Enti onim say na ho odin tumi ade na obetwa ntoro. Say oh ade no meye. Enti ka say oh me ba kakra me so metumi ayaboa no metumi ayaboa. Anasa me ba metumi abo mo mede se ebeyebie. Na ekoba ne say wantumi anya ni na ye beti ase. Yenya ya adwen ya adwuma ye beti ase ba be ka say wo ba o time no one district one factory obi abenya de a na se besi ne enye district bia na all factory there enye even 40% of the various districts and all factories there aban o fail you na do ne ba omi ama fail you e as simple as ABC. Now omo promise ya be promise rent allowances ewo na no me kan say mo obi say obua omo anka student chocolate ya be promise one student one chocolate. Share now can send the omudi agro. You promise ya be promise rent allowances. O dan ya utim na wo han no. Ye ti asese niema nkoye enti no ye be boa na buy the system biaba na be support am for rent. Na je say unye sika ntua ye be tua wo dan ka de amafie wura no ye tua de mafie wura no wi a na say ye wankasa wo ye adwuma ne atete wo kakra policies we nyina bae. Me ba cho ebia wa utie mi de ebia o de nyame nchade o rent allowance ye hu fie wura ye tua ma no e na afi ne ye sha se tetew me de minim. But the reality is nipa kakra bi a wo beti ye ni o medi din komo kakra bi wo de nipa kakra bi kra ye o sample which of course wo ye project nipa kakra bi so na ade be o sample wo de nipa kakra bi o sample fe nipa 10 wo area ho a o mo ye adwuma titiri o mo ye aban bi so mo say o mo rent so a o mo kushina aban atua mo ma na. Simply put aban ne ka say rent allowances obitua bi di ama amanfo na watete wo abani kai. So say nyana ma we nyina no say eye adwuma say enye adwuma menu mienu ye Ghana for ye betumi ajeje. We must put government on its toes. I was say making sure say abani ye adwuma e wo so ye wa nya ni ya ye beka oye ni ya ye pa ene ye beka. But medical ka say nipa ya ade a osayi tinasem wo aban ko ye wewela ya tema ene akra train ye adwuma no e ya aban ase de e ye nse de ma aban say wo so ye. That is also another part of developing the nation. Inti no ye pa ye mo aban ba so ba efe say because we dey aban ya ade, so we say it all the time. But the anya ne dey forget, we will criticize government until say aban be na dey say Ghana for sika na ye dey ama omo so omo hwe so no mo fan develop your man no omo be use sika no wisely. Now mine na fan into my party afra that omo dwine wo man ne ho ko si say aban ne mpanifo be dwine wo man ne ho etoto ne ma yama o man na tumi akoye ne dey, we will never stop talking. And the answer is kwasa na ebetumi akasa o tax ni wuntua mfa mame ena untua mfama obia utua de ma aban ye de ane se ebeka ye de ane se ebeka ye de ane se ebeka 1992 constitution chapter 12 no tumi ye de ama me no ye beka ye ntumi nko ye say aban ye yese usika na taxes ni ye nyina etua bi de ma aban nti aban ye be criticize no pepe. Now Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ma ye beti ase say aban de nhihede eto akwam say rent allowances who dan a wo han no aban de niema bi ba mu di sika ahodo over 100,000 in eba be shim e de abetuetu abesote rent allowances e de ama amanfo na adan do no matete nkofo no minim se etua bi di amawa police ayentie de Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia e kan
that there are a lot of youth who when they finish school just trying to rent accommodation is a big problem. And why is it? The large demands for rent allowance, sometimes up to 2 years demand. But someone who is finished school and just starting a job doesn't have those savings to pay all these huge demands for rent allowance. The landlords, on the other hand, have gotten used to asking, even though the law says 6 months, they've gotten used to asking for 2 years and insist on it because they are saying that they don't know if the tenant will run away or not, so they want to collect it up front. So there is a market failure. There's a market failure between what the tenants want and what the landlords want. And this is why government has decided to come in and bridge this market failure by setting up a national rental assistance scheme. And under this scheme, you know, if you have a job and we can deduct regularly from your income, under this scheme, the National Rent Assistance Scheme will give you a loan to pay your rent allowance. But we are paying this not to you, but to the landlord. And then we will deduct monthly as you would normally pay. So we are bridging this. You need to have a formal employment, which will allow us, or guarantee, someone who will guarantee so that you can pay. But it is very, very important that we address this, and we are going to be putting in place 100 million Ghana cedis for the National Rental Assistance Scheme and work with the private sector to crowd in more so that we can get this done and relieve a lot of people who are renting of the burden. We are also going to digitize the National Rent Control Board and a new which has been
Bawumia digitization ne ade or the best show sisi National Control Board Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia say no komo be digitize no na rent allowances 100 million Ghana cedis but what no wasumu we enyo bi na kan 100 million na no make obi say o man kasa na nim ba bia enba no bia me ba cho ya mu ebi won so ma mu nyanto bose 100 million Ghana cedis and Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia say omo de ba be boa manfo because enei enkofo yesuku a omo titifie nya adwuma nya na nipa na wo nya adwuma nya no ehemfa na okopesika na de akwa han dan eno ne ye baako de etoso mienu efiewia na ode dan ne ma han ne so ayirimu pampe de etoso 3 wa ye na adwe se dan ne kwa onye 1 year okoji 2 years enti so obi adwuma nse dan nya na obi yesuku na onya adwuma nya etese wonya ba bi na se sika no 2 years rent advance and I say whatever they call it no and he found a nipa na we school no kwa for free and NPP amanyoku ni nyansem which was a brilliant idea. No two ways about that. What can I say now with this is a deal with by just say wadwin ye adwuma. You see this a brilliant idea. Apine dreaming when say let me think about my people. It's a brilliant idea. No two ways about that. But there's difference between having a brilliant idea and implementing the idea. That is what makes it a lie. Because grounds obeying again Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia who ye enti omoka say 100 million Ghana cedis omo de ba beto de abebo amanfo omo de ahandan again hu na sika ne na ho eno bebo ni sire mu kan ye ana say no omo hwe ni mu se sika bi ba eno omo de be da Ghana for ana say sen ye misa ye hu these questions. because me friend you better boabo and the next be so nti enim say you can catch us here discuss on come there ti say there the 100 million Ghana cedis e be bo amafo am dey rent dan it means that sika na ye teso no ye kwa koyi bi dia be bo Ghana for, which is a brilliant idea. But at the end of the day 100 million Ghana cedis ni dey be bo adwuma for no e wo hin e bia wo dey wanya bi wa apply bi what you see. These are all promises about you under MPP, this administration led by Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Nti ye ba betua rent allowances eno kra no mo se wo muntua ma wo na okopeda na mfa ho ne aban adwuma ni na mfa ho ne onya aban adwuma o mo se wo ye adwuma nko ade a usike so ni ade o mbeboa na watua dan ne ka na o matete wo nkakra oti ase enti o mo se wo muntua mfa ma wo na opeska na ha dan no say be ya no kura be dey enti that's why make say a brilliant idea no o mo betua sika na ma fie wura no na wakotena dan nim say be ya onyi sika ni nkodi nko na da o mo to wo tua sika ma fie wura na afọ wakotena dan nim bo so me so a say na 1 cedi 2 cedi 10 cedi so ne yetetew ke be ma Ghana ni bia ho ahen han no Ghana ni bia kofo be even say no Ghana ni bia kra na majority of the population ko bia ho be hen han and so rent allowance see rent allowance see Bawumia ye twemo Ghana fo nya ba bi na sa rent control system no so mo ma nya adwuma na rent control for dem see e bi nya mo time dako one of the entities e wo krom ha omadwuma so ni baku e rent control o da pa fo o ma sa papa o mayimu entity bako omadwuma nye wo krom akra e rent control for ehu control ade e wo control krom ha. If you rap radio then na no dey time open two or you the rent control for ye e ukruma you get to that some other time o kan sa asem we ye na na akomia so antena se na akomia be si so pi e be kire mu ye na akomia so around 1997 edeba 2009 or NPP MP and now the ma o can quiz out na akomia so be kire mu nsem ni bia the same rent issues police are into there na akomia so kan ye mo videos in tentem na ye me bie phone lines.
Now housing, we all agree, is a major problem facing young people in this country, and I am sure many of you media people sitting here who I suspect all fall into the category of young people between the ages of 21 and 40. I'm sure many of you go through this problem of finding accommodation that is affordable. We all know that the population of this country has kept way ahead of the provision of housing. So there's a housing shortage. Some estimate it to be about 2 million units of housing. The result has been that rent is quite high, but more crippling is the issue of rent advance. The young person who has finished school or who's planning to get married is faced with the problem of accommodation and rent advance. You have to pay 3 years rent advance. Many young people end up taking loans from their workplaces and so on to be able to pay for rent advance. The NPP is going to relieve the young people of this burden of rent advance. What the NPP has in store is what we call the National Rental Assistance Scheme. Now, this scheme will be set up very quickly in the next 4 years of the NPP. Now, this National Rental Scheme for young people has the following features. It will provide loans to Ghanaian youth at very low interest so that you can pay for rental accommodation. Now, the monies will be paid. Landlords who desire to rent homes will register under the scheme. The rent, the advanced rent of 2 years or 3 years will be paid directly to the landlord, and you, the beneficiary youth, will just pay monthly payments to the scheme. So you would not have to look for all these huge amounts of 3 years rent, 4 years rent, and so on. You just have to look for the monthly rent. The scheme will take on the advance payment on your behalf. So in the next short years, 2-3 years, I mean 1 year, 2 years, the issue of rent advance will no more be a big issue worrying young people. The government will set up a seed capital of 100 million cedis that will serve as a seed capital, and that will also be used as a leverage to attract additional investment from the private sector.
All right. American Chia Mary, Mary Pandu, or say or enjoy show ne pa Mary ano pay, and Chason come out any Pandu for you now. Enti Nana Akumia and our training ka. So what trade Dr. Mahamadu Baumiaka said Ghana for renter ne bo so yentumi tua manfo wie school munya adwuma nya sika wa denti omode sa assistance ne ba sika boss 100 million Ghana cedis na Akumia so san be boss eti ya de ba be bo maburu no ama rent allowances yakwa kutua eti de Dr. Mahamadu Baumiaka ye no na Akumia so esi supi said the 100 million Ghana cedis no ye de ba be system nim ama mabunu tinu na Akumia say ama mabunu in the sense say we ye mabunu a ehu nya say wo betam sika kese aguru na sika ne kwa ba Baumiya me atiase say eduma ni ho sika ne bi ni ho o tiase enti na omode sa initiative no eba enti so wo betam sika kwa se onya ne sa na emom abai mom na betam ni sika na odi akotua wo dan kadiri ama wo di abaye ne se busumi bia so a kakra na yetew say the beya Ghana maburu ehu betumi ato mo because adwuma eniha because sika ho eden because akatua nso so wo fom enti mo musika sisua ne musika se mo nkon kan mabunu no MPP amanyokuo no de such a brilliant idea ebae senka baba beboa ye di we nyina baba be yadwuma ama amafo atumi enya ba bi agina producer fala phone line eto ma me na anyansa phone sha ase mfre ama Ghana mabunu a eye omodin abeye bedi wo mo so omuntumi haida no na nka percent ke de farmers to aso ba ye breko tinyambo a Monday ye bebo awura farmers so bo sha hodo a ye sha akuafo ne ahwe ni nyina ase atumi adi so a etie betua rent allowance ama Ghana for mabunu ama ma ye adwuma pia na kakra me pa so ebi e china ye be sha ase ebi a won so wajibi ebi a won so afi na wa apply ebi a wo de ye se china ye de be ma wo ebi a wo de wunya apply ni na wo nyina ye bo sha e baaye I free o mampania be de akire ono ankasa nanum e na aba si e betua rent allowances de ama Ghana for e mabu titiri na o manmu aye de ni adwuma amafo nyanye no etumi aboa wo. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. So, Mami Rufinia from Tessan.
So, Mami Boko, na to our own same.
Oh, may I send you something that you have not invested into. How can you control it? In Kurofo Diane, I was said there should be a partnership with the government. And so now over to me, I control. But what's in any kind
Okay.
But no, adding. So obi be kwa loan. So obi sit down. Investment in our head. No, the investment of a return. And I'm a boy.
No correct.
Talk is cheap. Niame who said talk is cheap. Our your leaders know they are toying with people's emotions. Almost I think they are. Omo who say yeah how case ba e Ghana e dan. It is any partner that can wait chira near the pia wani beje.
Sure.
And secondly so any partner that can so umano obemo free SHS usu wani beje.
True.
All the things that they tackle and manipa enya odomo mutu abama. Just tell me one na umaya the right. It's a matter of truth. I told you that Talk is cheap. Almost that Ghana for. And that's meant to go anything.
A cosro.
Almost end today. Okay, then me panel could loan now on what they have seen if you know. Okay, then now we have a control. It's only Ghana. Yama investors, as a locally investors, Yama more, but locally investors, taxi more.
I am okay.
Oh, they are not a crazy, you shop people every so wood than a cacra. Ubet internal revenue, Ubet tax library. Uber, no, Yamia, what the Mautic and the do baby and not give up now to mark up.
I say, so, Ojra rent control you ade bi o mo control any nim who controls the rent control system you nim bibia and one say na if you go for ni so bi in paboni ni ko obi so endorsement da obi si dan 1950 enei the bia dan wotum the bia dan wotum the bia dan wotum ni paboni sem sa if you go for bi ni paboni for because rent control no nya na dwuma ye abani ntina ni hwe rent control mo ntoto ne emaye e na aboa e na obia twamenebo obia de ne dan gigi de opɛ obia ye bibia efiru akwa tumi so yo se me se obi ne magu abonten sa me na ye me dan sa bibia nya adwuma e wo rent control ho me se ebe na tam de amomo 0547504185 number ne da screen so no onso frɛ na efo adwen kire ebra 0547504185 me se na Debi ameka say ofra na o TV no volume no dum no mame ana so de pie free baby a TV no wono ne ko baby foforo ne fa phone na nkasa tare waso na ye ni nkomo se be ya okasa amete me so me kasa obeti na bibia anso so atumi ayeka ma hello good morning want to me na so producer we mame 0547504185 number no ene da so no enti etia no ani say obi eye de ope so abaya tena se ahu say you have problem with accommodation you have problem with rent na aban ne de such a good initiative aba obebo amanfo amomoni sika de ahan omodan a e de na was aban ne ye e simple say rent control system na nkasa ba be na ye adwuma hello good morning udini baby akasa free
Samira, Mutasafi Elang Kakra.
Okay, Samira Elang, you.
Pacho, this year, the man me back for our kind talk is very cheap. When paying for no one kind of rent share. If your program so dear, ye train na che for maka. But it be one ma or my yet. Right now, me was saying with two hopeful. Now, DPI baby, who say, if a nothing in the M1. The dear friend, I'm saying, I'm not angry on papa and my yet. And the deal, so much I am trying to check. Michelle, you power.
Oh, sounds so many about Unsha, so Amy or Unsha. I was also friend now if I get it to me. We are Ghana, Missy way and come out here, Missy Coco. Yeah, boss queen, boy, penny for be one for money to be a tea. Did the other come here, Quabem? The other come here, hello, good morning, we didn't be a casa free.
Irish.
Okay, ain't you? Okay.
October you, as you are cornered in Chicago, not friend of friend, I bet you. If you work contract tonight, make you go. If you are making
Now your rent control for ya. Mammy, also call to an amount call rent control. To an amount call a police station or mobile directives. A choir was a fast one and Yama who hear in another copium or rent control. A choir be fast one between one amount was on Sakan Sikabiano. Utu an amount police station and rent control. Bet you there was all you know. Or they call rent control no more if you are. Co police station a cobalt charge. On the mount the way out a choir be fast one. Ube to me to one amount. Why? I need a council. Medasi, Mammy Namisha 0547504185 0547504185. Also for adventure ebra. You bet you that and your money be below and you will come out. Acquire NPP abine also say see and you can. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, we didn't be a free.
That's what I think I will go.
Okay, say
Emmanuel.
Okay, you matter what I'm so.
Madam Bacho, but we say, if a woman says the over and you will be there. Let's a light day back. If you're going to be to share on one now on one check, price on my penal damana. Any
other light bill, if you are a Japadian or the Aquashani, them or someone who is lighting in a muhu, bail by and no beer who do betia.
Because of our family.
Okay, and if you are any determined or the bill Aquashani, them or the catcher say, a 1 city and not 2 city. Light systems, a buy a Japadia. Produce a uniform, so mammy now be so maybe. Light, you know, a buy a Japadia, intino, ya the bill never. And if you run a better say, Minam, if you rent the bill never say a receipt. Obi oyisu light ni bibia wo ho kwan se wo so hu bele baaye na mu nyina wo hu kwan befa so abo beche na obi ahụ afira na be decide say say. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Udini obi aka say free.
Okay, maybe opponent in Kasasi Jamestown.
Okay, Jamestown opponent you.
Okay. But your chat press conference now. I'm going to be year ben tambe.
They will show you 2 years ago, that is your 2020.
Yeah, the two about on the press conference about it. And in China, on go fast, I couldn't
rent
you start Naban.
Okay.
Oh, go to China only various promises. Now you go to pa. So you start no more Kofabani at the emergency says can back on the abandoned. Yeah, to Papa Sanko Fury.
All right. You said I say, it do tea yan fa be 2 college when you fancy. You tea asem no can say, yeah, be 2 baby and promises and eba more. But as a me yen na ya adwen. Because promises be about 2016, e be about 2019, 2020 oh baby. And then you be a chance you start near the eba. Hello, good morning. Continue you so 054 750 4185. Yan fa 2 more calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, we didn't be a casa free. Casa free. Mr. Maoneso Kaka, casa free.
Casa free Sapema.
Aha, correct. Yanko, it's you. But for phone, a bell, no Kaka, mammy.
Me banka aso.
Aha.
Me pese me to na if you are or see me too. Nanka me awe sanka, so danka so matrim. Na mini also on my 3 months no mean to December we are na me danka so ye.
Me na buy a simple on so there. I simple on so there no. Okay.
Me pese me this say ye more 3 months na.
Okay, simple be on my hand and depending on enhihede amobekọ dey be kura to me call as far as 6 months. You be to me maybe 3. Na asaya extension. It is simple only if you read ni asem. Ko to say them catch me ma no di kan fe no. Ko police station, this is the situation. They will guide you as to whatever you have to do. If you rent to me farm ranch and some also to me farm ranch and some. Until now on our victim, go to the nearest police station. Report the situation to them. On to me about. Good morning.
Morning.
Good evening, Biaka free.
Oh, Mpocho Mkatasi Chama.
Okay, who say same Ghana for Sufre no and then Sufre Active TV or man for Dano Yeda. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mama, you didn't know Biaka free.
If I tell me Sasaki Ashama.
Okay, free.
Ashama.
Okay, Ashama, ain't you?
The person to tell me this the left control. We went sit down with it. Not time with you, not the final result. Oh, too much. The person this is so better meeting.
Sanity.
Or better meeting now I catch them
I also catch you because now we to scan.
Don't let me say back upon the war. Now I catch you come or more 3 months, not a year. Or 2 1 year. What's 1 year? We bet him for 6 months. That's the one that can't tell me. This month, now can I was so better than the savior. Mention up to that can make us obey.
It's young. If you are Phoebe, Eddie Brane show most any 90 do Pibia or Yasemu. Mamma, may I Medasi, and May 7. Yene yebehwa any rent control for penny phobi edin komo no me ko be ka che so mbe boa man fo amomo tumi ahadan